So I was saying that I see you guys are already making business presentations in person, and that we're getting ready actually to have our first personal seminar in March in Cameroon. Actually, as we speak, we have some samples that are going to be also delivered to Michael so he can organize this meeting and have people taste the product and stuff like that. So it is very important that you guys can dress accordingly, and especially because there's a saying, and we will be talking about it really soon. How they see you is how they treat you. So we'll be talking about the importance of dressing accordingly to these events and projecting an image of excellence, projecting an image of success, projecting an image of a serious business. And so this is why I called today's training Dress for Success. And so basically, we're going to be like your fashion police. And like that was pretty funny, like just these two images, because I really wanted to make, this kind of like a fun training, but also, as I said, it is something very important. There's three popular sayings that are fulfilled actually in the professional life. And the first one, and especially in network marketing, guys, and I kind of like this saying and I don't like it at the same time because we probably shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but it is what happens in reality, and it is the way they see you is the way they treat you. So make sure you always you want to be dressed elegantly. You want to be dressed in a way that actually they will treat you like a serious person, okay? Then the second one is dress for the position you want and not for the one you have. So some of you will end up being diamonds, double diamonds, triple diamonds, and stuff like that in the company. So you want to make sure that since day one, the first event that you make, people will see you like a successful person, okay? I don't care whether you right now are just executive or executive 500, executive 1K, or bronze or silver, or start dressing up for the future. And we will be seeing there's a powerful reason for your brain to do that. And we will be seeing it in a minute, okay? And then the third one, this one is really funny. The passenger by the suitcase. Okay. You can actually tell what kind of person you are seeing by the way this person dresses. Okay. So this is very important. Many times, these dictate actually your work and your professional future. If you're gonna, let's put it like on the traditional business industry, okay? If you wanna have a work interview, you wanna make sure that you dress up accordingly, elegantly, with something that shouts, "I am professional." I am responsible, I am successful, I am a strong person, so it does tells a lot from the people. And one of the things that you guys need to know is that the first impression really counts, guys. It is incredible. I don't know if you know this fact, but our brain is programmed so that in the first 10 seconds, the brain will decide how it's going to treat a person according to that very first impression. So first impressions are true. We are not joking about this. You literally just have 10 seconds to impress a person, and the brain of that person is going to decide how she or he are going to be treating you. And especially for you leaders who are going to be on stage and stuff, this is something very important. And ladies, we will be talking pretty soon. Well, and I actually have also a few like examples for gentlemen as well, but how you dress up, especially if you're going to be in a state on a stage, wow, that really counts. So How you see a person is how you react to what they are telling you. If you see a person, like if I would come up here and always make my Zoom calls on, PGs, and, like with my hair all wild and crazy, and stuff like that, would you really have the same credibility as if I show up? A little bit dressed up with a little bit of makeup. Maybe it doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to be something that will project that you are a professional. One of the things that I always tell my downlines in network marketing, success depends really on the person that you have to become so that people will follow you. And I hope you guys are taking notes because these really are golden nuggets. I'm going to repeat that again. Success depends on the person that you become so that people will want to follow you. Okay. This is a business. Well, people follow leaders. People will follow people. People don't follow. And I have news for you. People don't follow services. People don't follow companies. People don't follow products. People follow leaders. So again, it's the person that you need to become in order for you to be successful and in order for people to want to follow you. So this is very important, guys. Your clothes convey a message. So you want to make sure what do you want people to read when they see you? You want your outfit to give power. You want your outfit to give energy. You want your outfit to, give projection and speak to whether you're ready to go to the next level or not, right? So you want to make sure that you are, wearing something that shouts to the world what kind of person you are. So, one of the things that is very particular, especially to this environment of network marketing, but in general, to like business, people with a high social status usually demonstrate their social economic power with brands and symbols. And if you also use them, they will treat you better because their brains will think this person is like me. So select your best accessories when you have to go to meetings, events, or meet with these kind of people. So I'm not saying you have to buy a $5,000 Louis Vuitton bag. I'm just using, make your best effort, wear the best that the best things that you have in your closet. Make sure you are dressed neatly, that you are clean, that your clothes are ironed. If you have nice accessories, obviously use them. It's just, and especially when you're going to meet with people, as I said, of a high social status, you want to make sure that you create a nice impression. So, one of the person that I actually, think that she makes her fashion statements is this lady here, J-Lo. Honestly, I'm not like a big fan of her, but this girl knows how to dress up, right? So, I just wanted to like put an example of her because like her accessories, and her shoes and like her whole outfit is always put up so well. So you have to think like if you're a man, if your tie goes with like your jacket or the shirt you're going to be wearing and the pants and the shoes and stuff. So what kind of accessories can you use to help out an outfit to project a nice outfit? Obviously your tie, obviously a bag. And especially for women, if we use bags, you want to make sure that it's not like a fluffy bag, like make sure it's um a bag that will hold its form because it's way more elegant. I don't like bags that have like these huge or like in general anything that has like huge logos You may wear something that might have like a little logo, or like even in your bags, like these little letters and stuff like that. But I just don't like, it's not very classy. Like you're not gonna see multimillionaire people wearing big logos in their shirts and their accessories and stuff like that. So maybe like a tiny little logo is okay. Um, but not like the huge logos, okay? So I was saying shoes. Shoes are really important. Make sure your shoes are always clean. Again, they don't have to be expensive things, but just make sure they look good, that they're clean. Same thing with the belt. The jewelry, watches are very important, like there's people that wear these like huge black watches and stuff like that. They don't look very elegant. So make sure you're wearing just a watch that will go accordingly to your elegant outfit. Pens are also something that you can use definitely to bring it up a little bit more. Like if you have to, take some notes or whatever, make sure you have a nice pen with you. Um, Jackets and coats, obviously. And of course, the cars, like if you're going to an event and stuff like that, again, it doesn't have to be like you need to have a Rolls Royce and stuff like that. That's not what I'm saying. But just, make sure that you clean your car at least for the event and that it's nice and clean. And so, okay, guys, so I found these, I actually found several, not only this one, of the slides that I'm going to be showing you that are written in Spanish. So just bear with me because I couldn't find them in English, but they're very good. So I definitely wanted to share them with you. Um, and this one specifically talks about the color, about the psychology of color. Your clothes have energy and they communicate a message. Okay. So when you're wearing red, what kind of emotions are you transmitting to people? Well, it's dynamism. It could be sometimes a little bit aggressive. Red tells also about passion, energy, danger, warmth. If you're wearing a blue collar, what does it give? It gives professionalism. It gives that you're a serious person. It gives integrity, sincerity, calm, infinite. When you wear stuff, what does color green gives? It gives nature. It gives ethics. It gives growth, freshness, serenity, organic. Yellow tells us about warmth, being kind, positivity, stimulating, happy, and being a luminous person. Orange gives innovation, modern, juvenile, happiness, accessibility, and vitality. Purple gives luxury. It talks about royalty, wisdom, dignity, mystery, spirituality. White is going to be talking about purity, cleanness, something simple, naive, noble, soft. And then black gives power, sophistication, prestigious, value. They use it a lot for like when someone dies, and stuff like that. And also something that doesn't have time. So it is very important what kind of message you want to be given to the public. And one thing, guys, that I really I try a lot, and specifically if I'm going to be like whether it is in front of a camera or on a stage, um, I try to use black. And if you see my hands, like there, I use like 3/4 of a sleeve or like long sleeves because when you are trying to talk and give a message, you want people to basically just focus on your face and your hands. So especially if I have to go on stage, you will see that I'm usually dressed in black. No crazy logos, no crazy letters. I usually won't be wearing stuff like what I'm wearing today. I like something plain with no like designs or like any drawings or stuff like that or crazy colors. because definitely you want people to concentrate on your personal language, your hands and your face. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the business dress code for ladies. Okay, you can use whether it's a jacket with pants or skirts and some nice shoes, just put on some nice, elegant shoes. It doesn't have to be a super high heel or anything, something that you can actually be comfortable with. But definitely, guys, one of the things that I had to learn when I got into this business, because remember, I used to be a professional opera singer. And so I would always, I learned since I was little to dress up very elegantly, and especially if I was having events, because you are an opera diva. So, can you imagine how opera divas have to dress up? We always had to be like this ethereal princess and with like I have a lot of dresses that I would like long gowns that I would use in concerts and stuff. So I always had to be dressed very elegantly and stuff. But I learned when I started in this business of network marketing that something very different is to dress pretty, and something very different is to dress accordingly for the occasion. So I obviously couldn't use the same clothes that I would use to go to an opera event that I would use to go to a business presentation. Same thing as, like you want to make sure that you are not dressed in a very informal way if you're going to a meeting. So I just, I put together a little bit of do's and don'ts, definitely what you should and what you should not do if you're going to a business presentation. And the first thing, guys, I would say, and I love this saying, the first rule, less is more. Um, I don't know if you've seen this concept that is getting viral a little bit right now that is called old money people versus new money people, like old millionaires, people who inherit their fortunes, or that they create generational wealth, and they basically just pass it on to their kids. So these kids are raised in environments where they have all the luxuries they want and stuff. And so these people, if you see a person that is born in a wealth environment, and it's been a tradition for years in their families. They don't wear, like I said, these crazy big logos and stuff like that. You will see they're actually dressed in a very simple way, but it is the way they move, the way they act, how you can tell, wow, this person is really wealthy, so you definitely want to pay attention to this rule. I will try to look for a couple of videos just to send it to you and make my point and what I'm trying to say with this. But definitely rule number one, less is more. No feathers, no shiny objects, no vulgar necklines or mini skirts, like, these tiny mini skirts that, especially young girls use now. There's a very thin line, especially for my ladies, between being sexy and looking vulgar. Make sure you want people, to treat you as a lady, okay? So and of course, out of season dresses, we had these fashion statements in the 70s that were a little bit different than what we use right now. So you just want to make sure, that you are wearing something simple and elegant. Shoes should not be too high. Try not to wear open sandals or obviously boots or no platform. So if we come to see the first example here on the left, this lady has jewelry, but she's got moderate jewelry. It's not like something very big or anything. It has a conservative two-piece suit. The skirt, as I said, Don't wear like super short skirts, no like these tiny mini skirts. Try like if you're going to a business meeting, try it to be something which is going to be knee length, okay? Hosiery at or near the skin color and dark shoes. So this is a very good example on how something simple but well put on, can give you a nice first impression, especially when you're going to be meeting someone new, okay? And then the don'ts, guys. I think it's very obvious. This person doesn't look like she's going to go to a business meeting, right? She could be dressed up for like going to the supermarket, for instance, like she's going to be running some errands. She's got a big bag. So you might think like, well, she's probably going to go some and buy some groceries and stuff like that. So definitely not for business. The necklace is too large, is too distracting. These doesn't shout classy, obviously. She's wearing like super bright colors. Try not to wear like patterns. The capri pants are very, these are too short, so it's very casual, very informal. And she's open-toed shoes, so it doesn't make her look very elegant. Okay, so if we keep on going with the do's and don'ts, do little or no cleavage. And ladies, I know we want to, look sexy and show off sometimes, the blessings that God has given us, but definitely a business meeting is not a good place to do that, okay? So try to use a little or no cleavage, maybe, a little something, but just make sure that you're still in the line where you want to look professional, okay? So not too much cleavage. This is kind of like a borderline cleavage, okay? The one in the second on the lower part of the screen. Then try to use tailored pants and knee length skirts, as I said. Try not to wear skirts that are too short or that the slit is too high, okay? Okay. So going ahead, going further, let's see your hair, okay? Your hair should be clean. It should be obviously brushed or combed. Try to, do something that it's easy to like keep the a good style during the day. You don't have to like actually wear your hair up with anything complicated, it's just um, try to make your hair look nice, simple, clean, as I said. And if you color your hair, you actually might want to, if it's been a while that you haven't colored it and it's kind of like, looking, I don't know, half orange, half black, you might want to go to the salon and get it a little bit fixed. Then the jackets should be, with sober colors. You want them to be tailored. You don't want them to be too big on you. Or in the other hand, if they don't fit, like maybe you put on a little bit of weight, you might want to take some protein and some complex and H to fit and AH to C. Put a few pounds down so that the clothes will fit back again. And just, basically overall make sure that, they're good, like and they're good, they're clean and they're ironed. Then the skirt again, make sure it's knee length skirt. You can use one that can match the jacket, so you can use one that is the same color. Um, and just, make sure if it doesn't have like open sleeves and stuff like that. Shoes, as we said, try to have them closed shoes, not open toes. No super high heels. Wear something that will make you comfortable, especially if it's going to be like a long day event. Try not to wear sandals or boots, and just make sure that your shoes are clean. And then for makeup, guys, and this is very important for women. I want to actually let me ask you something. Which do you think people believe the most? A woman with a soft and sophisticated makeup when you are given a business presentation, or a woman who has a strong makeup like red lips and super long eyelashes and super, like wearing a lot of shadows? Put a one on the chat if you think people would, if you're given a business presentation, if you have more credibility, if you have a soft, delicate, professional look with makeup, or a number two, if you think people would believe more a woman who is wearing a strong makeup look. Put a one if you think people would believe more a woman who is given a business presentation with a soft makeup, or a two if you think people will believe more a woman who's given a business presentation with a strong makeup like red lipstick or a lot of eyeshadows, huge eyelashes. So Checo says number one. Who else? Frida says number one. Are you guys there? Are you guys sleeping already? Monsieur Anzue, Dr. Anzue says number one. Kelly says number one. Exactly, guys. It's just a little bit of common sense. So these things, and this is why I wanted to, put the question out there just to guys, make you guys think, it is a common sense thing a little bit. Thank you, Rachel. Also, Rachel says number one. It's just a matter of thinking a little bit what goes accordingly to doing business or not. And this is something that I learned also, when I do my makeup, whether if it's just only a Zoom call or when it's going to be a presentation in person, but especially when I have to be on stage, I make sure that my makeup looks well and that it shouts out to the world that I am a professional lady. You don't want to be looking like something else, so make sure your makeup is according to the situation. Nails. And girls, I know we all love going to the nail salon and that we love nails and stuff. But these guys, do you think these nails look nice, professional, and like do they go along with a business concept? Right? So, and one of the things that I love, I actually when so guys, one thing, and most of you are already getting to know me a little bit. I am a godly woman. I love God. And one of the things that I really try to do is to live accordingly to his word. So, one of the things that the word says is that you have to do things with everything you do it with excellence as if you were doing it for the Lord. And one of the things that I started to learn is I studied how queens and princes in real life would behave. So I literally started studying these ladies that we have on screen. And if you see their nails, they actually have natural nails. They don't have long, huge, colorful nails. If you look for them, if you look the look that they're wearing, and you look for pictures and images or videos from them in the internet, you will see they're always wearing very natural nails. Actually, as a matter of fact, you can see right now, I don't even and this is a topic also about me not wanting to put any more like toxical chemicals in my body. I wear a little bit of makeup and stuff when I have to do Zoom calls, or well, especially if I have to go to events and stuff. But I'm really trying to avoid also to put more like toxic stuff into my skin or nails or hair or anything. So I'm actually avoiding nail polishes as well. But, make sure that when you go to an event, you at least have your nails nice and clean, that, they don't look definitely like the first picture that I showed you, because that is not giving business at all, okay? Um, so just avoid, like those crazy colorful patterns and stuff, okay? Then the pantyhose also should be, just like a natural color. And obviously make sure they don't have like any holes or anything on it, okay? So moving forward, for women who, are plus size, might have a little bit more of a few pounds here and there, this is a very nice outfit, like you want to make sure that your skirt is straight, not wear a lot of cleavage, as we said. You can use a blazer with a 3/4 sleeves, something that would be adjusted a little bit to your waist. You can use um, like a small belt also, just to, add a little bit more style. As I said, the shoes, no open toes. They don't have to be super high heels. And if you have long legs, then you can, it will look more stylish if they're like pointy shoes. You can use a bag like what we have in this picture. It actually says project glam. You want to look glamorous, okay? Not a huge bag like the one we saw before with the lady that looked like was going to the supermarket. And just make sure it's overall well. Um, one of the things that are very like neutral are pearls, like these little tiny earrings as you have on the screen. They're very elegant. And basically they go along with anything, okay? Then we have pants. What are the do's and don'ts? You do like dressing pants, chinos or khakis, cotton pants, suit pants, capri pants. I'm not a very fan of capri pants, especially the ones that are too short. But like the ones that we have on screen, they're kind of like there in the line, right? Don'ts, definitely not jeans or cargo pants or shorts or linen pants or leggings or printed pants, like zebra and leopard printing, not good. And for the tops, do's and don'ts. You can do like casual tops, blazers, button down, turtlenecks, regular blouses, and sleeveless shirts. I would say it depends a little bit on the kind of design for the blouse, definitely. And then definitely don't tank tops, t-shirts, halters, spaghetti, or off shoulders. Again, we have some samples, and you guys can take screenshots if like want to have like samples of what we're talking about. Well, actually, you know that I'm going to upload this training also in the YouTube channel, but if you want to have the screenshot, these are some very good examples of how to dress for formal business casual, smart casual, or casual. I think any of these are very good for a business presentation or an event. And this is kind of like the ones that I liked the most. My favorite formal style. I'm actually wearing usually jackets and pants like this. Some examples of what you could combine to, look successful, or to have an outfit that will shout, business and professionalism, is something like what we have on the screen. Make sure you want to mix and match your clothes correctly with your accessories, as we said earlier. This is a very nice example with light clothes. Or there's something that is kind of trending lately, which is contrasting your shoes with what you're wearing. And this is a very good example. You can use something that is one color and then just use something to contrast it. And it could look good. Sometimes just make sure, that it actually looks good when you put it together. Now, if we go to the gentleman, guys, I don't know about you, but I love seeing men in suits. Like I love men in suits. Like don't ask me why, but like I mean, I'm obsessed with men in jackets and suits, Like I love a man who when you look at him and again, first impressions are everything, guys, but I love men that look elegant, that look professional. Um, I don't know, it tells a lot about the personality of the person, right? So this is kind of like a professional dress code for men. The first three are how you would dress if you have like a gala event, like when they do summits, and the last night there's usually a party with like a gala event and stuff like that. That's what you could be wearing. But definitely for business, you want to see the fourth and fifth example. You have a semi-formal business attire, and then you have a business casual. Um, One thing I don't like, guys, honestly, I don't like guys that don't wear socks with, like, I mean, they wear their shoes without socks. I don't think that looks very professional. But I mean, that's kind of like up to you too. And then on the right side, we have like informal outfits, casual and ultra casual, which of course you might not want to wear for a business meeting. You don't want to be wearing like shorts and sneakers, right? So we have two more examples, semi-formal and business casual. Okay, so if you see semi-formal, you have the matching gray suit or jacket with the matching trousers. I like the combination when they wear red ties with black suits because it gives power, guys. It's a powerful combination. And then obviously a dressing shirt, as I said, the watch, try to, be use a nice, elegant watch. Again, it doesn't have to be expensive. Use what you have. Just try not to, have like a big bumpy watch, handkerchiefs and cufflinks, and obviously leather shoes. Make sure again they're clean, okay? Business casual, like you can use a sports jacket with some trousers that will match well. And you can use a nice watch, handkerchiefs, a dressing shirt, and you can use penny loafers or double monks. They also look good. Okay. In the formal category, you can use trousers and jackets that are made with the same fabric. Try for them to be tailored, something that is not too big. Use a nice tie. Use a shirt with, that has the, how do you call this thing? Like the neck for the tie. And then, of course, formal shoes, okay? Usually the tie has to match the colors of the jacket and the trousers, and the tip of the tie has to touch the belt, okay? And always leave the button underneath. It should be open, and when you sit, you want to make sure that you open actually the whole jacket. Use formal shoes. Usually people would like more like leather shoes, and actually they will last longer, guys. So I would recommend that you guys invest in a good couple pair of shoes that will last long, so you won't have to be buying them, a lot. Loafers are very casual, and they don't sometimes they don't, they don't go along very well with formal events. Um, and then we have different kinds of necks, like classic Italian or cutaway. Um, just the button down is not very business-y. Again, just make sure that your jacket is tailored. The sleeve of the shirt has to be approximately 1 centimeter. Wow, I love these, these little details. The sleeve has to be 1 centimeter um all outside the jacket. Okay, it needs to show 1 centimeter. It looks to be lower than the jacket. And then the pants, they have to touch the upper part of the shoe, and the socks would have to be the same color than the trousers or the shoes. Okay, as I said, I'm not very into uh, men that go to business events and are not wearing stuff. I don't know. Um, then, in conclusion, guys, your clothes will speak about you and they will give a very clear message of who you are. And I'm just going to pose this question for you to think a little bit about it, because I want you to think, what is the image that you want to project to others? How do you want people to see you and treat you? Because remember the saying that I talked to, or that I mentioned at the beginning, how they see you is how they treat you. So when you dress up, ask yourself, is this projecting the way that I want people to treat me? And so, guys, this is what I wanted to share with you today. As I said, it's very important for me that you guys, if we want to do this business, we all are in the same channel. We all want to be projecting an image of excellence, of professionalism, of success and stuff. And again, I know that the first events are coming in Africa. And I wanted to, show you this with time. Like if you, as I said, if you want to like start saving a little bit money here and there, so you can, when the time comes, you have a nice pair of shoes, or a nice jacket and stuff like that. And I will repeat it again. It doesn't need to be expensive. Just make sure it looks good, and that it suits you, and that it shouts to the world what kind of treatment you want to be receiving from people, okay? All right, guys. So I don't know if you have any questions. Let me stop the recording right now, and then we can open a session of Q&As.